with all the latest big talking points, news and discussion from the football world. This is Football Central. Go.
Hello everybody and welcome to, what do we call this?
Football Central.
Yeah, welcome to Football Central's review of match week 30, I think it is. Bloody hell, we haven't done one of these in so long. My name is Jordan, also known as JLIWheels, and today I am joined by Mr. TubeMix. His channel, This Is On. I can't believe that we're here doing one of these, and it's just you and me, and it's not been just you and me for a long, long time.
Gosh,
How are you doing?
Yeah, Taz, good evening, everybody. Yep.
So yeah, just to give you a bit of an update, I think the last time I was on one of these videos, I had just had my, I think we were talking about how I'd mentioned just before we left, I just had my coronavirus jab. So yeah, that was an interesting experience. That I was really unwell with it. But yeah, so over the last few weeks, just been working and doing things, and looking forward to being back at the doing what I like doing with this channel.
Absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more on that, George.
It's a long time coming, because I feel like I literally haven't done one of these videos in so long.
No, but like you said, you've been a bit under the weather and you've been busy and stuff. So it's to be expected.
And a great week to come back as well.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I don't know whether you want to get started straight away, or in fact, no. There's something that we have to address. Today, at the age of 99, the Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Philip, passed away peacefully. Me myself, I've got quite an interest in the royals. I don't know. I watched quite a few good documentary series, and I really like The Crown. And yes, I know that's not factually accurate, but it's still really good. And I think that he obviously was a great character and somebody that will be sorely missed. So, yeah, rest in peace. And anything you want to say, Will?
No, not really. No, I think you've said all the right things. So,
yeah, rest in peace, Big Phil.
Big Phil.
Yeah, Big Phil and Lizzie. Charlie boy. But yeah, no. Yeah, really sad news. Even more sadder news is the first game we've got to talk about is West Brom 5, Chelsea 2, which I
was absolutely fuming after that game.
Do you know what though, Will? Like, we've done so well with Thomas Tuchel that it was going to happen at some point. And I know that you don't like Big Sam or West Brom.
Yes, that's why I was fuming.
So, we're not gonna dwell on this for too long, because you're really not the Big Sam fan.
No, absolutely not.
But in a way, it's frustrating because as a Chelsea fan, you don't want to lose games. But it's also frustrating from a West Brom perspective because they absolutely played us off the park. Well, they were clinical. Should I say that they were clinical instead? They were clinical, And where's that West Brom been all
All
this time?
season, yeah.
Because I don't know, I do think that they have it is a team where the majority is a championship player. You
Yes.
know, your Romaine Sawyers and stuff like that. No disrespect to any of the West Brom team, but the experience they had, the likes of Gibbs, who obviously isn't there anymore, is at Miami, and
Oh, of course he did,
Ivanovic,
didn't he? Yeah.
yeah, Ivanovic, and Jake Livermore. Callum Robinson's played in the Premier League
Yeah,
before, Matt
yeah.
Phillips. So, I think if you're West Brom and you go down, it's disappointing for sure. And I think they'll lose a lot of players, but I really hope that this is the one that makes them give it a good go.
Do you think that they will stay up now after this?
I think they're only 8 points adrift now. I always think you've got to be at least 9 points adrift. And I know that there's only a point difference in 9 and 8 points. But
Let's see who they've got next. West Brom. They have got Southampton. Could be a tricky game for them.
winnable. If they can play well and be clinical, it's winnable.
Oh well, yes, yes. You could set up any team.
Obviously, we're going to talk about Southampton later on in the show. I was really impressed by them, and I'm looking forward to talking about them. But yeah, let's sort of go through the game as best as possible. Christian Pulisic and Mason Mount, the scorers for Chelsea. Is that correct?
Yes, you're correct.
Yeah.
Werner assisted Mount's goal in the 71st minute.
And Callum Robinson, sorry, Matheus Pereira, and I don't know who the other one was.
Danya.
Oh, and Baye Diagne. So yeah, good for West Brom. Me and Will do have different opinions on Big Sam. I
have
think
very, very strong opinions on Big Sam.
I think if they stayed up now, it would possibly be even greater than the Great Escape they pulled off the first time. They did it back in 2004-05. However, Big Sam, don't count it out. And I would like it to be more interesting. We have seen the newly promoted teams, for the most part, with West Brom and Sheffield United, sort of go down without even a whimper, which has been really disappointing for me. Sorry, They're not newly promoted. West Brom have obviously gone down with a whimper, and Fulham haven't done very well, and Leeds, they're the only really bright spark. Obviously, Fulham have still played well, but in terms of results,
of
they've
course,
not picked them up. It really interesting, very intriguing game. I felt, just shows, what a difference, bit of confidence can do. Because I think that's what it was. I think they scored some good goals against us, West Brom, and I think you do have to give credit where credit is due. I'll always try my best to do that. To be fair.
Fair enough.
Well, this isn't. Oh, here we go. That's right. Leeds versus Sheffield United. Did you see this one? It was on Amazon Prime.
I saw the highlights of it, definitely.
Excuse me. Good,
Jack Harrison.
Great game.
Oh, sorry.
Great game. Jack Harrison with a very good goal.
Yeah, really, really great goal.
Ben Osborne's shot looked like it didn't cross the line, to be fair. Then obviously Hawkeye gave the goal, and the winner for Leeds was a own goal from
Phil Jagielka.
Phil Jagielka, who I'm a massive fan of, but he's nearly 40 now. You've kind of got to give him credit where credit's due. But yeah,
He's a veteran,
great,
isn't he? Definitely.
great game, great game. I thought Aaron Ramsdale had a very good game, saved quite a few shots. Melier did well when he was called into action. And obviously expected the Leeds win for sure, but it was still quite a surprise, yeah.
I think Sheffield United still played well, though. I thought.
Yeah. Interesting as well, because I don't know if you know, but Paul Heckingbottom used to manage Leeds.
He did, yes. After they sacked Thomas Christensen, yeah.
They were, they were nowhere near the team that they are now.
No.
And I think they started like Calvin Phillips, probably, but
there's not many Bielsas round though, isn't there?
No.
Rafinha with the assist for Jack Harrison as well. Yep. So. Yeah, I expected Leeds to. I thought Leeds would thrash Sheffield United. I thought they'd get a lot more goals, and they should have done, really. But yeah, still the win for them, and obviously they're safe, and definitely safe, and yeah, can definitely look forward to another season in the Premier League. So
yeah. And I'm interested to see how Leeds build, because I wouldn't get a more experienced goalkeeper than Melier, and I really like him.
Yes.
They've got a decent spine of the team.
Yes.
And yeah, I obviously really like Bamford, really like Harrison, really like Rafinha. And they've got some other good players, the likes of Rodrigo, Tyler Roberts, players like that. Great players. And yeah, so what's the next game then, Will?
The next game, and Manchester City 2, Leicester 0, and I have to say Leicester gave a good account of themselves. I thought they still played very well. Yes, and obviously, City, Benjamin Mendy of all people, scoring. So remember the day where you were when Benjamin Mendy scored in the 50th minute, and then
for a fullback, he's quite consistent.
What, Mendy?
Yeah, as a goal scorer, as a fullback.
Oh, right, well. But then he doesn't play a lot, does he, really?
No, but Gradlick with Jesus got a goal.
Yes. Sterling assisted him in the 74th minute for Gabriel Jesus to complete the win for Manchester City. And yes, but I thought Leicester, they never looked like troubling City, but other areas of the pitch, they played well, I thought, I think.
Yeah, I think it is difficult to talk about City because they do go from strength to strength, and they always look so consistently good. There's no way they're going to lose the title now. There's no point even having, a title race conversation anymore. But they are such a good team, and they can overpower pretty much anyone.
I reckon they'll win the Champions League as well.
I don't know. They needed a bit of help, didn't they, to get past Dortmund? Got away with it.
They did, but I think that the great thing about City, even when they're struggling, they still manage to come back. They still find a way.
Yeah, no, they definitely got that Guardiola spirit and steel and style back that you kind of used to from his teams.
Dortmund are definitely not a bad team, though, are they? You know, when you got the likes
I'm
of Haaland.
excited to see. I'm excited to see them next season for two reasons. The first one being that obviously Marco Rose from Gladbach taking over.
Yes, he's a brave man going there.
The second one being that Xabi Alonso is taking over as the Gladbach manager.
Oh, is he? Oh, right.
Yeah, I mean, the big rumours at the minute that Haaland's going to go to City, isn't there? That's the rumour, that Haaland will go to City, which would make sense because obviously his dad played there, got his career ended by Roy Keane.
Yeah.
I think I did tell the story on here once.
Yeah, I saw a clip of it, I think, as well, yeah.
He told the Sunderland players that was the best 250 grand he'd ever spent to break Alf Inge Haaland's leg.
Roy Keane is funny.
What a twat. No, that's not good at all.
Well, you know what Roy Keane's like. Well, I think he's funny. It's definitely not bad for entertainment purposes.
Excuse me, sorry, I've still got a bit of a cough. But yeah, no, I'm interested just on the Haaland debate. We know Aguero is going.
Yes.
First question. If you were Sergio Aguero, where would you go?
Well, I don't know. I think PSG could do good things with Pochettino, so he could go there. Where else could he go? He could go back to Atletico Madrid, maybe, possibly. Where would he go? I'm not sure. I can't see him going to Barcelona. And to be honest, I think Barcelona should start looking forward to the future now, really.
The thing is, Barcelona have got such a good team now. Ronald Koeman's really turned them around. Messi is bang on fire. Really, incorporating the young players in as well.
Like that Pedri I was looking today, 18-year-old who's made loads of appearances for them.
With the Clásico coming up, I think that Barcelona will win it. They will take top spot in La Liga and they will win the league.
You think they'll win the league, do you?
Yeah, Atletico Madrid have dropped right off. If you were going to ask me where Aguero might go, I would say going back to Atletico Madrid is a good move. But
then obviously, with João Felix and stuff, it might be seen as a bit of a backwards move.
Yeah, but I've also heard the rumour that Suarez is looking at coming back to Liverpool.
Blimey.
So
I'd be stunned if he went back to Liverpool.
You bring Suarez back, and which is mad to say, if you bring Suarez back, replace him with Aguero, which again is mad, but that would work.
I couldn't see Aguero definitely going to Liverpool. No,
Aguero won't go to Liverpool. I'm on about going to Atletico Madrid.
Oh right, yes. Sorry. If I was Aguero though, and Atletico Madrid, I'd think very carefully, because it might be seen as a bit of a backwards move, really. I always think there's clubs should have to think very carefully about bringing back a player if it's the right thing for them, because sometimes it does to keep them moving forward. Really.
No, I don't. The thing is, I don't know how you can say that Atletico is a backwards step.
No, I just mean generally. I think he should go to a club that is, not, somewhere like PSG that he's not played for before. I think.
Yeah, but PSG might be too easy.
Well, maybe. Well, I just mean generally, clubs, they I think they should, really think, bring it back, player A or player B or C, do we really need them back, or are you just bring them back for the sake of, because they were a good player there,
Yeah, but you can't say that Aguero was better at Madrid than he was at Man City.
Well, I don't know, because when he played for Atletico Madrid, I was out of football, so I certainly
he
never saw him.
Whether, no matter what anybody says, whether he was or he wasn't, what he's done at Man City is, I don't know, I don't like to say legendary very often, but Sergio Aguero, to me, is a absolute true legend of the game.
See, I think he's a fantastic player, but do I think he's a legend? I'm not sure. That's a hard one. Do I think David Silva's a legend? Well, I'm not really sure. Again, a great player, but yeah. What makes you a legend? That's a deep question.
Okay, all right. So, right. So, I would say, for example, that Lionel Messi is a legend. I would say, for example, that any of the class of 92 are legendary.
And that's fair enough, because they've retired as well now as well.
Whereas Aguero, Silva, even Fernandinho, Company, those types of players for City, I think they are City legends. I think they changed the face of that club.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. I also think players don't.
Toure.
Yeah, I also, and also my view is, you're not a legend until you retire. Really, I don't think a player's still playing as legends really, which is just my view. I mean,
but if you turn around and you say, okay, Ronaldo, Messi, legends. Definitely. No matter what Mbappe does, if he carries on scoring the way he does, Mbappe will be a legend of the game.
Yes.
Thierry Henry, legend.
Oh, of course.
Yaya Toure,
definitely
legend.
No question about Henry.
Petr Cech, legend.
Yes.
Even somebody like Eden Hazard, legend. For me.
I'm not sure.
It's not just looking about what they've done once they've retired. It's looking at the quality of that player and saying, will they be able to carry that off?
But also, Hazard has had one good, has often had, a good season, then a really poor season, then a great season, then a not. Yeah,
Yeah, but that's not right, is it? That's not true. He had one bad season for Chelsea, and that's it. He blew the doors off Lille. He smashed it at Chelsea apart from one season. And then, to be fair, he's not done very well at Madrid, but, it's to do with his fitness.
Yeah.
And that's something that a lot of players do struggle with when they move to a different club in a different country and a different regime.
I suppose so. Yeah,
you could look at, you can look at all sorts. If Haaland continues to score consistently, if Bellingham, if Sancho, if they keep performing as well as they have done, it will go okay. In 10 years' time, Raheem Sterling retires, right? 36. Yes. When he retires, are you looking at him as a legend of the game?
Well,
let's say best case scenario, if Man City are as consistent as they have been for the next 10 years, and he
Right.
wins, he's winning titles, he's scoring 10, 15 goals a season, do you look at Raheem Sterling as a legend?
I don't know. See, for me, it's a difficult one. Classing
To
a
be
player.
fair though, you're not a great person to ask these types of questions because you're very much clouded by personal judgment.
Well, yeah, yeah, that is true. I mean, well, I personally think Sterling this season has reverted to the Sterling of a, a couple of seasons ago. Missing the chances that.
Yeah, but I think if you look at his goal output the last few seasons, for a winger, his goal output's astronomical.
Oh right, okay.
You can't be amazing all the time. I agree, he's not been as on it this season. But it's one of those, isn't it? Now the final game of Saturday, just because we've gone on a rant there,
Oh
we'll come
yeah,
back to
yeah.
that. I think the final game on the Saturday was Liverpool versus Arsenal. Myself, I don't know about you, but I actually suspected an Arsenal win. I think although Liverpool have improved and are improving, they got poor old Trent got his pants pulled down in midweek against Madrid, didn't he? Bless him.
Oh God, yeah, Liverpool. If that's the worst I've ever seen them play. I think giving the ball away countless times. The mistakes they made as well.
Wait a second, I'm just gonna take a drink. I've got a sore throat. But yeah, no, Liverpool absolutely battered Arsenal. They were flat, they were poor, and in the end, the class comes through.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Jota. Having him back is great for Liverpool. Proven to be, you know, I think better than he was at Wolves.
It's a big boost, isn't it? Because he's a phenomenal player.
He is, yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Jota in the 64th minute and the 82nd minute, and Salah in the 68th minute, assisted by Mane. Assisted by. So Alexander-Arnold assisted Jota's first goal. Mane assisted Jota's second goal, and Salah. It doesn't say the assist. Salah was in the 68th minute, but it doesn't say. Oh no! Oh, we must have had an assist then.
He could have like nicked the ball off a player, or it deflected off him, or something like that.
Oh yeah. I think it could have been, yeah. To make it, yeah. Liverpool were very, very good. Arsenal didn't look like particularly troubling them at all, really. Not great at all, really. I tell you what, doesn't Alisson look weird with his new moustache?
Hey, you've got to appreciate a good tash when you see it, mate. You really have.
Yeah, I don't know. He just looks quite weird with it. But
I've gone back to my old-fashioned bearded look. I don't know if you've seen me recently. You have, haven't you? We video chatted the other day, but
yeah.
I've gone back to full-blown beard.
Yeah,
So,
no, I'll have to shave after
appreciate-
the show, actually. So
I can appreciate a good old-fashioned tash.
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, and Arteta. I mean, he's very honest as well, Arteta. You definitely don't want to mess with him as well, which I think is good.
I feel like he's very honest all the time, and it doesn't actually get him the results that he wants.
Yeah, but then if you're not honest, would you rather him not be honest?
Oh no, I'm not saying that to be dishonest, but I just think he clearly he's trying to do things his way and it's not working. But if he's, if he does he doesn't dig players out and he's not strong, then that dressing room will overtake him, I think. So it's difficult because I don't think there is a balance there.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think, we've seen him, how he dealt with Ozil, Guendouzi, and, dropping Aubameyang, after I think he was late and he was dropped to the bench. And I think Aubameyang actually hasn't done very well at all when he's played, actually, recently. So,
Been poor this season, hasn't he?
yeah, I think if I was Arsenal, I would sell him. I think I'd get rid of Aubameyang. I'd get rid of Lacazette as well.
No, never Aubameyang in a million years. He's too good. Never ever get rid of him.
Well, I don't know, and he seems to have some ego problems as well.
Lacazette is pretty much the only player that scores goals for Arsenal at the minute, so I wouldn't get rid of him either.
But I saw an interesting thing, Zaha and Lacazette, Zaha for Lacazette, which I think would be a really good transfer for Arsenal. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, but Palace have got too many forwards as it is. I don't know what Roy Hodgson's doing there. I really don't.
Well, to be honest, and the big question is, will he be in charge come the summer? Cause,
of course he will.
Well, I don't know. There's been talk of him, going potentially.
He'll stick around.
You never know. He might want retirement. He might.
It's quite interesting, isn't it? Because there's always a rumour about, Palace signing a forward when they've got Benteke, Townsend, Zaha, Ayew, Slup, Batshuayi, Mateta. They don't really need another forward.
Well, yeah, but Batshuayi has hardly... Well, he's been practically invisible there. Benteke is... not been great again.
Benteke's scored a few goals this season, to be fair, but yeah, he's not been as good as he can be.
No. And I think if Zaha wants to move, Palace shouldn't stand in his way, really, because, I think it might be time for them to part, I think,
He'll never go, will he, bloody, what's his name?
Zaha?
Yeah. I don't think he will. I think it's a lot of hype for nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've seen him this season, and I don't think he's been particularly, as good as he has been in previous seasons, certainly. But then Palace have been very up and down, actually, I think, this season.
Yeah, they have.
They're a strange team, aren't they, Palace?
They always do enough to stay up, which I think is all you can ask for, really.
Yeah. Right. Shall we move to Sunday's games then?
Yeah, this is the one that I was really excited to talk about. This is Southampton v Burnley.
Yeah.
So Burnley were 2-0 up within half an hour. A Chris Wood penalty, and then Chris Wood assisting Matej Vidra's second on the 28th minute. And then Southampton burst into life. Stuart Armstrong assisted by Danny Ings. Danny Ings assisted by Nathan Redmond. And Nathan Redmond assisted by Theo Walcott. That goal especially was very good, I thought. Theo Walcott basically just walked his way through.
Oh, yeah.
And Nathan Redmond with an emphatic finish. Nathan Redmond, somebody I've got a lot of time for and always have done. He works well for Southampton, for me.
Yeah, decent player. And really good for Southampton to get the win. So yeah, fantastic result. And I saw, excuse me, I saw, talks of Southampton wanting to get Walcott on a permanent deal again. So
Yeah, and I did see that today. I saw that West Ham have signed. Dawson is joining permanently this summer.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, that's not surprising, is it?
Yeah, it's good as well.
Yes.
Good signing. So yeah, but definitely, Southampton again have been one of those teams that have been up and down, but we like them a lot on this show, and quite rightly, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
That being said, the way that they've been recently has not been good enough. But it shows a lot of character to come back from 2-0 down. You won't find. There's a lot of teams you'll find that won't be able to do that. And great credit to them. That being said, Burnley as well. To go 2-0 up, is great, but to lose it's probably really bitterly disappointing. In terms of Burnley, I still worry about them being quite close to the drop.
I don't think they'll go down though.
The thing is, they are 7. No, they're 6 points clear of the drop zone. Ideally, now I would think at this stage of the season, that's a gap big enough to sustain, but you never know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that one. Newcastle versus Tottenham. Did you see this one?
Yes. Well, I'm just trying to think.
Did you watch the highlights?
I can't remember, to be honest. But yeah, I was, fuming, again, because I wanted Tottenham to win this one, because I quite like Newcastle to go down.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter that much, does it?
Well, what do you mean it doesn't matter?
It's only a game, and you're not even a Newcastle or a Tottenham fan.
No, but I'd rather Tottenham win to, Newcastle struggle to stay up.
You stress me out. Anyway,
Sorry.
Newcastle opened the scoring through Joe Linton. It's only his 3rd goal of the season. So I think Benteke has more goals than him. But I'm not sure. Anyway, then a quick fire double of 2 goals in 4 minutes from Harry Kane put Tottenham 2-1 up and in the driving seat. And then in the 85th minute, Joe Willock pounced to score the equaliser for Newcastle. Newcastle played well, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
It was what was needed from them. Could have done with the win, of course, but...
Yeah.
It is what it is. I think because you don't have a very good outlook on this game, we'll probably move on.
I think so too, yeah.
On to Villa
sorry, just before we move on, do you think Tottenham will... I think they'll struggle to finish in the Europa League places even.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's funny, isn't it? Because we thought they could have won. They could have, they were top of the table, and they could have, we thought there could be a chance they could, win the Premier League potentially.
Champions League will be United, Leicester, Chelsea. Europa League will be Liverpool and either Spurs or Everton,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think that's realistic. Yeah.
But we'll see, obviously, because
It'd be a shock.
you never
I
know.
mean, it'd be a shock for Liverpool to be in the Europa League.
I don't know. It's with a team like they've got, it'd probably be like an unbelievably winnable trophy, though.
Yeah, definitely. And plus, if they have Virgil van Dijk back as well, so.
Oh, Wolves beat Fulham. Full-time score, sorry. Adama Traore in the 92nd minute, assisted by Fabio Silva.
Oh, that's probably Fulham probably going down then, isn't it? Do you think?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention West Ham as well. I think it'll be Man City, United, Leicester, Chelsea, West Ham, and Liverpool. I think and then Tottenham won't get in the top 6.
So where are United going to finish?
I think they will finish 3rd. I don't think they'll finish 2nd.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
So yeah, just to go back to the game we were on, Aston Villa versus Fulham. Started off well for Fulham. Tyrone Mings had a mare, gifted it straight to Mitrovic, who scored, and then 2 goals in 3 minutes from Trezeguet, not the French one, the Egyptian one, obviously. Don't know why I made that joke. And then a winner from Ollie Watkins in the 87th minute. Sealed the game. The turnaround in this game is unbelievable, I felt.
It was definitely. I feel as if I'd seen this one, but again, I can't remember.
One that you definitely must have seen is Man United and Brighton, right?
Yes, because I watched that
Okay.
live, yeah.
That's alright, and at least we know that we can talk about that in a minute. I did not see the highlights of this either. But probably just best to move on.
Of the Aston Villa v Fulham, or?
I didn't see it. No, I've not seen highlights.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, we can go through the goal scorers. So, Trezeguet.
I already did.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Sorry.
So the final game of the day was Rashford, no, Man United. What the fuck? Man United versus Brighton. Danny Welbeck opened the scoring against his old club in the 13th minute before United was saved thanks to goals from Rashford and Greenwood.
Yeah, it was really
Fernandes
an awkward.
And Pogba.
Yeah, it was a really awkward one because obviously I do have a soft spot for Brighton. So yeah, it was. But yeah, obviously, great comeback from United. And
what did we think about the goals?
The goals, I thought Welbeck's goal was pretty good. Rashford and Greenwood's goals, I think, were good as well. I don't think they were sensational goals, but they were certainly good goals. I think all the goals in this game. And yeah, Bruno Fernandes and Pogba assisting Rashford and Greenwood respectively.
Yeah. Did United play well?
Well, it seems to be that they don't start well and then they seem to come back. So pretty much the same story, really. But never mind. But a win's a win, and but I think Brighton definitely. Well, they started well, and then but they didn't really build on that. Really, they seemed to hold back, and we'll see.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yes, and it'll
Now,
be very interesting to see if Dean Henderson, because obviously I don't know if you knew, but De Gea played yesterday in United's Europa League game, so it'll be interesting to see if Henderson will be back in the goal for their next game in
I
the
did see
Premier League.
that. Yeah, I was glad to. I was, you know, it's something I was quite glad to see. To be fair,
What's that, sorry?
I said I did see that. I was quite glad to see that.
Well, De Gea back?
No, Henderson back.
Oh, sorry,
Henderson was
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
goal, wasn't he?
No, De Gea was in goal for the Thursday game.
No,
After
yeah, but
this.
he was in goal in that game.
No, Henderson was in goal for the United v Brighton game.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. It was good to see him in. Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
sorry. Yeah, yeah.
I didn't see highlights of Palace versus
No,
Everton, and we have
the Monday
talked
games,
about
obviously, I don't usually see, really.
we have talked about Palace already, but there is something that I just want to say
Go
very
on.
quickly about Wolves versus West Ham.
Go on.
Lingard hype train. I knew it was a thing. Lingard for life.
Lingard for life.
Lingard is on the plane to the Euros. He's going to score a hat-trick in every game. He's going to leave United and go to Barcelona and replace Messi.
You must be on the alcohol, mate, I think.
Mate, he's class though. I'm not being funny. He's very good.
Well, we'll have to agree to disagree.
And his goal against Wolves was fantastic.
Right.
So with that, should we move on to some predictions for this week?
Oh, yes, of course, yep. So
We already know full-time score for today was Fulham 0, Wolves 1. Goal from
92nd
Adama
minute.
Traore,
Yeah.
assisted by Fabio Silva. Right.
Oh, I was really hoping Fulham could win that, but, well, I think they're probably going down, I think, sadly.
Some very, very tasty fixtures this weekend.
Definitely.
Right. Man City versus Leeds.
Oh, yeah, this
Saturday
will be
the 10th. So tomorrow, it's 12:30. Tomorrow at 12:30, Man City v Leeds. What are we saying?
I'm gonna say a City win, but I think it's gonna be 2-1 City. I think.
I'm gonna go for a City win. I'm also gonna go for a narrow win. I'm gonna say 1-0.
Okay, fair enough.
Liverpool v Villa at 3:00.
I think. Oh, and of course Villa have had a setback with Jack Grealish as well.
Oh yeah, they're saying there might be some doubts over him going to the Euros, eh?
Yeah, potentially. We'll just have to wait and see. Let's see. I'm going to go for Liverpool to get back to winning ways. I think 2-0 Liverpool, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 3-1.
3-1 Liverpool.
Yep. Palace versus Chelsea at 5:30.
Ooh, I think 2-0 Chelsea, yeah.
Yeah, me too. I think we'll win. Just about, though. I'll go for 2-0. Big game towards the bottom to start off Sunday. Burnley versus Newcastle at 12:00.
I'm going to go with it's definitely not going to be an entertaining game, but I think Burnley will nick it 1-0, I think.
I'm going to say a 1-1.
1-1, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. West Ham versus Leicester at 2:05. I'm going to go for a draw here as well. I'm going to say 2-2.
I think I'm going to agree with you. Yeah, 2-2.
Yep. Tottenham versus Man United. I can imagine that we'll be doing pre-match of this if we can.
Are you available for that one?
It is my brother's birthday, so probably not.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe some will be.
Either way, I'll give you my prediction now, and we'll leave your prediction, shall we? Actually, and you can give a prediction on the day.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say I fancy United to win just because Spurs are pretty poor.
Yeah,
So I'm just gonna say
Spurs.
1-0.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're a strange one, aren't they?
Now then, Sheffield United versus Arsenal. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go for 4-2. I know that's a bit of a odd one, but that's what I'm gonna go
4-2
for.
to Arsenal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 2-0 Arsenal. I think.
Yep. Okay. Fine by me. On the Monday, West Brom versus Southampton. I am gonna go for a 2-1 win for Southampton, just because I like
Yeah,
Southampton.
I was gonna go for that as well.
Yeah, okay, we'll go for that then. And at 8:15, Brighton versus Newcastle. I am
No,
gonna
Brighton
say,
versus Everton.
yeah, that's right. I don't know why I said Newcastle. Brighton versus Everton. I'm gonna say, oh, I'm gonna go for 2-1 Everton. I think they'll nick it.
I'm gonna go 1-1. I think a draw.
Okay, we'll go for that. Right, then everybody, that brings us to the end of the video. So I'm going to do the honours and bring us home.
Absolutely.
If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave it a like, comment, share, and subscribe to the TubeMix YouTube channel. As you may know, the football show might be coming to an end soon, but even though it will be gone, there's going to be so much more to enjoy. So with that, my big thanks to Will for having me on
Thank
today
you.
and also being a great host alongside myself. And see you next time.
Absolutely.